Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a lovely day. I hope you're all doing well. Today we are going to be adding to our M&S our best ever playlist, and we have got our beef lasagna here, which we're going to be doing a little bit of a taste test review on today. So I have noticed that M&S have started to increase the number of our best ever products. So up until now we have tried all of them, which is why they're all on our playlist if you guys want to have a wee look. But this one we have been unable to get a few times when we've been in. There's just been none on the shelves, so we thought we would try our very best. We'd go a bit earlier in the day, just because I'm not at work today, so we were able to get it, and thankfully we got it. So obviously this is the packaging, sort of trademark, sort of black with the gold writing on it, quite a sort of premium look to it. Obviously we don't go to M&S all of the time. This is like a one-off type purchase, and we probably won't go again for a wee while, but it is a one-off thing. This did cost £9 on its own. However, what we actually managed to do was to get this. We got a side and we also got a dessert for £12, so it worked out at £4 an item, which is fantastic. For the price, obviously originally being £9, we essentially got it for £4, and then we got the dessert and we got the side as well. So the dessert that we got is one of our favourites, and we also got some sort of chips just as a side. We probably won't use them tonight, but we'll obviously keep them for another time. So value wise, I think straight up, price wise for value is really good. The best ever beef lasagna is apparently the best because it's been made with a rich and luxurious beef, Chianti and pork pancetta ragu, layered between egg pasta with grana padano bechamel sauce. And it is freezable, which is good as well if you buy it and you've not got time to use it up. Certainly we are going to be having it for dinner tonight. It does serve 2 people. So what I'll do first of all is just show you what it looks like before we cook it. And hopefully you guys can see that without too much glare, but it looks pretty good already, and I know it needs to be cooked and worn through, but it does look excellent already, so I'm really looking forward to giving it a wee try. So what it does, they have a description on the back, and it said it's egg pasta layered with minced beef, Chianti red wine and pancetta ragu with grana padano cheese, bechamel sauce topped with cheddar cheese as well. Now all of the packaging apart from the film is recyclable, which is, the usual. But yeah, what they do advise is that you cook it in the oven for 35 minutes at fan 180, gas mark 6 or electric 200 degrees Celsius. Now we have a fan oven, so we will be cooking it at 180. They advise you to preheat the oven, which it is ready already for our lasagna to go in, and they advise you to cook it on a baking tray in the middle of the oven. On removal of the lasagna from the tray, they advise you to use a sharp knife around the edges, carefully cut it in half and then lift it out using a flat utensil. Due to the nature of the product, there may be excess oil present within the pack. Do not reheat. So all in all, it's an 800 grams portion, obviously for 2 people, so it's about 400 grams approximately each, which I think is a really good size portion. As I said, it does advise that it serves 2 people. To be honest, if you were having this for like a lunch, or you're maybe just having a really light dinner, a small dinner, you probably could extend that to probably feed 3 people, to be honest. If you had some sides, maybe some salad or vegetables, maybe some garlic bread, etc. on the side as well. I do think you could probably split it up a bit further, and it looks quite dense, it looks quite thick, like quite a lot of layers in it. So, it's probably quite filling anyway, so just a wee thing to consider if you're going to be potentially buying this for yourselves. Nutritional information wise, per half the pack, 664 calories, which I actually think is not too bad considering it's a really luxurious, really sort of high-end lasagna. I think 664 calories for half of it is actually okay. Fat wise, 36.4 grams, saturated is 18.8 grams, carbs is 41.2, 10.4 grams of sugar, 7.2 grams of fibre, 38.8 grams of protein and 3.20 grams of salt. Now obviously that is around half of your recommended daily salt intake for an adult, so about 6 grams is usually your sort of day-to-day daily recommended maximum amount that you should have as an adult. So 3 grams is quite a lot, but obviously it's heavily seasoned, and to be honest I've not eaten much for the rest of the day today, so it's not too bad, is it? And it is a one-off, it's not like you would go and eat this every single day. It is suitable for freezing. Once defrosted, if you do freeze it, defrost it in a refrigerator and then eat within 24 hours. The ingredients list is, to be honest, really good. I think everything's very clear. There's no strange ingredients in there, you know, like lots of big long words that are clearly made up things to make things taste good. It does all look, you know, real ingredients is what you want, and you would expect real ingredients, especially if you're paying potentially £9 if you bought it on its own. Personally for me, I don't see why you would spend the £9 when you can get £12, when you can spend £12 for 3 items. So you can get a starter, you can have this as your main, and then you can have your side, or you can have this as your main, have a side, and then have a dessert. So you are getting a much better deal for spending just £3 extra, and then you are getting more food for that money as well. With regards to the ingredients, there is 30% beef within this. The allergens are milk, wheat, gluten, egg, celery and wheat flour, and there also is dried mustard in there as well. It's made in the UK with M&S assured beef from farms in the UK, pork from farms in Italy, and pasta from more than one country. And as we said, everything's recyclable apart from the film. They do advise you to cook it for 35 minutes at fan 180, which is what I'm going to go and do just now. And then once it's ready, I'll come back, show you guys what it looks like, sort of as a cross section of you, if you like, of the pasta, and you can see what it looks like. I'll also do a wee taste test for you as well, and let you know if I can actually taste the grana padano in the bechamel sauce. It's quite a distinct taste, isn't it? And then also the Chianti red wine as well. I wonder if it does have that sort of rich winey sauce flavour. But yeah, we'll find out once we cook it, so I'll see you back in a second. Hey, thanks for coming back. So what we have here is our lasagna. I'm just going to do a quick count of the pasta sheets just so I can let you know. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's quite a lot of decent filling in there. Don't know if you guys can see that okay. What I'll do is I'll take a bit off the lasagna, and I'll show you it hopefully a little bit closer up on camera. Now what I will say is that there is, as it said on the packaging, quite a bit of sort of extra fat in the container, the metal container from the oven, but also on the plate here as well. But it is obviously quite fatty because of the cheese, because of the beef and the pork, and obviously the you know, the different levels of ingredients inside as well. So you can see proper bits of meat in there. It's not all finely ground up, there is actually some texture to it. And we've got a nice sort of crisp topping on there as well. So I'll just do a wee quick taste test and let you know. Now the things we wanted to focus on before were, can you taste the wine, can you taste the grana padano cheese? Both have quite distinctive flavours, so I'm looking forward to giving this a try. Yeah, 100%. You get that really sort of tangy but really quite deep taste of the wine in there. There's a really nice sort of aftertaste as well once you've swallowed your food. It's not greasy, it's not oily or bitter in any way, and you can definitely taste the grana padano cheese in there. It's a really strong, distinct flavour. If you like a really strong cheese, then you will love this. I think it's nice and crisp on top, and to be honest, it's probably one of the best lasagnas I've ever had at home. I'm not sure a restaurant one could beat this, if I'm honest. going to an Italian restaurant is not somewhere we go often, but when we do go, a lasagna or, you know, a carbonara or a seafood sort of pasta dish is generally what we would go for. And I think that this genuinely is like restaurant quality taste. And I think if you were to go to a restaurant and you were to buy a lasagna as a main, I think you could probably expect to pay between £12 to £16 maybe, depending on where you go and the sort of quality of the ingredients and the sort of marketing for that brand, you know, whether it's a local Italian or maybe much more of a chain. Obviously the price difference will vary, but I think for this, if you want some comfort food, some nice Italian food at home, then this is definitely worth paying the money for. Now, as I said, I wouldn't personally buy this for £9, but because we managed to get 3 items for £12, which works out £4 per product, I think it's an excellent value for money deal. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this has been useful, and I hope that if you are in the market for getting some Italian food and you want something really top notch to have at home, then this is definitely worth considering. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.